Hi everyone, Jenny Weeks here again. Part 4 of how to develop your psychic abilities, how to open up those psychic gifts and how to identify them. Hopefully, and if you haven't yet, I'd like you to go back and watch part 1 where we learned how to protect ourselves, because you're delving into other worlds. You're opening up portals. You're working in different dimensions. You're speaking with other entities, other beings. So you want to protect yourself. Number 1, that's important. You want to go back and watch part 2, which is identifying your gifts. We went over a little bit about clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. Okay, you get a prize. I don't know what yet for remembering the fourth one. Clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. Clairaudience, clairaudience, clairsentience. Claircognizance, that's it. Clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance. I did it. All right. We're working on the memory. But that's for another video. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we learned about that. And then in the last video, part 3, we learned about opening up, decalcifying your pineal gland, your third eye, opening that up, because we all have gifts. We all have the sixth sense, which are many. Okay, now I've given you some assignments, and if you're just coming in for the first time, you'll learn about them in the videos. But I want to know, A, and I know you've forgotten because it's been a while. We all have life, and life gets in the way sometimes of making videos. Did you get a notebook, and are you writing down all your experiences? Have you been writing down dreams? Have you been writing down things that you've been seeing and then have happened? You know, have you thought of a friend and then they called? Have you thought, gee, this is going to happen, and then it's happened, etc., etc.? Have you written them down? If you have, by now, you should have an idea. Okay, I had 3 dreams that happened or that were familiar to me. I had 3 very lucid dreams. I thought of these numbers and they came up in the lottery, or I thought of so and so and he or she called me. So now, or I could hear something. So whatever it is, you should be able to identify whether your gifts, um, where your primary gifts, the ones that are most developed, whichever one that might be, then you should know which one to focus on and work with that. But clairaudience, clairsentience. Clairaudience is what? Hearing things, hearing voices, hearing things in your mind, sometimes hearing a voice, hearing an audible voice, um, hearing things that other people don't hear, but maybe even the recording device will pick up. You know, there's always sort of a validation. Um, Clairaudience, clairsentience, that knowing that something's going to happen, and it just does. Just knowing. Like, you know somebody's lying, you know somebody's telling the truth. You know. Okay. Clairvoyance is being able to see things, see visions, see things before they happen, see things that did happen, or just see things that someone else is seeing, etc., etc. And claircognizance, I keep doing this. What is the matter with me today? So anyway, go back and you'll hear it in the videos. The point is, you should have identified them then. And if you've been working on developing your gifts and putting up your protection every day, then you should already notice the increase of experiences that are happening. Now, there are some other ways, other things that you can do to enhance this as well, to enhance your psychic abilities. Purple is a great color. Have lots of amethyst crystals around you. Wear purple more frequently. Have a lot of purple surrounding you. Very good, like color therapy type thing, but it does something and it opens it up. Amethyst is very good for psychic gifts. Labradorite, which is another crystal gemstone, which is very good. And you can go to a metaphysical shop, a holistic shop. A lot of places carry little tumbled stones, and I should have them here for the video, but I didn't. But I have them, and I'll bring them out next video. Um, Labradorite and amethyst, those are my 2 favorites anyway for opening psychic gifts. Crystals, purple. Hopefully you're eating a lot more foods that are decalcifying the pineal gland. Other things that you can do, believe it or not, this is going to sound crazy, but it's fantastic. Word search puzzles, not Sudoku or crossword puzzles, but where you go in, you see all the little letters, and you circle the words. Those help you see things in an abstract way. Okay, so they're fabulous for that. And also, this is going to sound crazy. When I was a kid, my dad used to, in the Sunday paper, you'd be able to stare at this picture that maybe had a whole bunch of the letters C, like C, 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 C. But somewhere in there, if you stood at it at a certain distance, you could see a 3D picture. It was wild. Okay. If you put your two fingers together and then you gently move them apart, if you're looking at it correctly, you'll see almost like what looks like a little hot dog, right? You'll see a separation. You'll see your two fingertips, and then you'll see the separation. Just, it sounds crazy, but it works. That's all I can tell you. It just works. It's getting you to see things in an abstract way. And so that you're not seeing what's going on around you. You're actually staring off into space, but you're seeing things in other realities. And that's another way to develop your gifts. Another thing, fantastic, believe it or not, actual putting puzzles together. Okay. Puzzles, like when you're a kid, like what do? We start off with the borders first, right? And then we work our way in. Somebody will work on the tree, or if you're making a pizza, somebody will work on this part, or whatever it is, somebody will work on a deer, right? We'll take turns. The more that you do that, I noticed a difference as I got older. After I came down with the chronic fatigue syndrome, I started seeing things differently, and the doctor suggested that I do puzzles, and it's amazing what it will do for your neural synapses. So a puzzle, now I do things differently, even though I haven't made one in a while, but I noticed that I would grab all the same colors and I'd pick up a bunch of, like, all the blues, let's say all the same shade of blue, and then all of a sudden, and I'd put them down. I'd pick one up and put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. I mean, it was laborious, but that's the way it worked. And then all of a sudden, I could put 5 together or 6 together. Like I go boom, 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 boom. It was weird. It was like I saw things differently. So you can retrain your mind to be open. And since you're already doing it, you're already gifted, you're already here learning about it, follow these tips. They're little things that you can do every day that will open up your psychic abilities. You want to develop them. So these are tips how to do it. A friend of mine asked me, okay, Jenny, so I have these gifts. What do I do with them? How do I use them? I don't want to do readings. I don't want to talk to people who've passed. I don't want to talk to animals. I don't want to do any of that stuff that you do. So what good do they do me? Well, you know what? As you develop them, you may decide you want to get involved in readings or something like that. Or you might want to get involved in paranormal. Or you might want to get involved in actually just for your own satisfaction, writing these things down and then seeing what happens in the newspaper or on your latest news feed. And you'll see how you're growing. Another way that you can use them, I mean, besides for entertainment purposes, another way that you can use them is, as you develop them, your instincts will be heightened and you can avoid pitfalls. You can avoid accidents. You can perhaps save someone. If you have a dream that someone's on board this flight, I'm not going to say anything's going to crash or anything, but things happen. Call someone up and say, no, don't go on the trip that day. You can save lives. There are things that you can do. So I hope this helped. I know I'm kind of speaking quickly, so stop, pause, stop. Pause, play, whatever. But by all means, please, make sure you put up your protection. Make sure you write your gifts down. Make sure you write down your visions, your experiences, the things that you hear. Don't treat these gifts lightly. They're here for you to use. Just like, okay, so you walk every day, right? You have to get up out of bed. You use your legs. That's a gift. A lot of people can't walk. You see. You can see the sunshine. Besides feel it. You can feel the warmth. But you can see the sunshine. You can see the light of day. You can feel the cool of night or the cool of blue. You can feel it. You can see it. So if you have these other gifts, why not use them as well? Why not develop them as well? We developed speech. We taught ourselves how to write cursive, I hope. But we know how to write if we have to. And if we're not so great at writing, We know our alphabet so that we can spell. We can use our devices. But we had to develop those motor skills when we were babies. We didn't have them, did we? But we developed them because we had to. And so you're here now because you want to develop your psychic gifts. You know you have them. We all have them. Some are more pronounced than others. So I hope this helped. I hope you follow this advice and check back because we're going to be doing some more things. Okay? Take care. Please subscribe to my channel so you get the latest updates. Follow the links below to go to the other previous videos. By all means, check out my website, www.readingswithjenny.com. Check out testimonials and just have fun. But whatever you do, leave me a comment. Let me know how you're progressing with your gifts. I'm here to help any way I can, but I won't know if you don't leave me comments and ask me questions, okay? Take care. We'll see you on the other side. I leave you blessings, joy, peace, and happiness. Take care.